Hey, what's up guys? Chillis, welcome back to more Tsukihime, Blue Glass Moon Under the Crimson Air. Or, you know, just Tsukihime for short. Last time we left off... I'm not gonna recap the whole thing, but we left off having just moved in with our sister, because apparently my father died, and she was like, well, now that he's gone, let's bring our brother back, you know? We met the maids, Hisui and Kohaku, and now we are at the school. Also, ow, I just hurt my arm doing that. I don't know how or why, but yeah, that's, okay, but yeah, anyway, let us continue where we left off. Resume, and a memory 6. Okay. The classroom, just minutes before homeroom, is full of commotion. Scattered all over the classroom are my classmates, intent on talking until the teacher arrives. Yeah, fair enough. It's like a festival in here, even though there are only a few minutes left. I ease my way through to my seat next to the window. Then, yo! You're late, Tono! In stark contrast to the otherwise pleasant classroom, there is someone waiting with a big grin on his face. Yeah, and in addition... good morning, Tono-kun. Oh, it was CL, not... I thought it was Yumizuka. Oh, good morning, Tono-kun. He's accompanied by someone very unexpected. Senpai? Why are you in our classroom? Dumbfounded, I point to CL Senpai like I'm looking at a ghost. Huh? Is it so unusual? I was just wondering if you were in class, so I decided to come over to see you, Tono-kun. Unusual? The seniors never come to the junior classrooms. True. There's all sorts of reasons, but the biggest one is that they're just too far apart. Oh, I see. Senpai nods with a serious face. I mean, yeah. You don't have to worry about that. Despite my appearance, I'm a fast runner. It takes me less than a minute to get to my class downstairs from here. Senpai emphasizes her point. I guess she's just not the kind of person who cares what other people think. I guess so. Quit whining, Tono. What's wrong with it anyway? Senpai is here because she wants to be. Arihiko, being Arihiko, plonks himself down on my desk and starts up a merry conversation with Senpai. Yeah. I don't mind, but you ought to get back to your class 2 minutes before homeroom starts, Senpai. I feel tired for some reason. I mean, you did wake up, like, shortly after going to sleep, went out, saw a weird dude, and then were apparently changed while you were sleeping by a, you know, female close to your, yeah, it'd be pretty tired, yeah. It makes sense. Sighing, I sit down. Inui-kun, it seems Tono-kun is feeling down. Yeah, he's probably feeling irritable because he's not used to his life after moving. But Tono doesn't mind most things. But he's got a bad habit of throwing a fit when faced with things he doesn't understand. Really? Tono-kun doesn't look like the type to get angry. Nope, that's not true. Tono, you see, is usually pretty mature. But when he encounters something he doesn't understand, kaboom! Ah, kaboom, is it? Yep. You'll change your opinion once you see him lose it, so you can't just trust him like that, Senpai. I thought you were a friend. Why should talk on us? The two of them whisper to each other. Hey, listen. If you're going to talk privately, do you mind doing it in the hallway? I can hear every word you say when you do it on my own on my desk, so there's no real point to it. I think they don't care. I'll be honest. What? You could hear us? Yeah? You're literally about a foot from me, so... Arahiko gives an exaggerated reaction of surprise. No one could stay angry after being hit with an act like that. Senpai puts her hands to her mouth and I can't tell how serious she is. If it's Senpai, she may have actually intended to talk privately. Maybe. That's terrible, Tono. Listening in on a lovey-dovey private conversation between this- Oh, that's him, right. Sorry. That's terrible, Tono. Listening in on a lovey-dovey private conversation between Senpai and me. You sure have some nasty hobbies. Arahiko points at me. Are you trying to pick a fight with me, Arahiko? Actually, please do. Right now, I'm more than willing. Arahiko shakes his head. Of course not. You're my dear friend, right? I'd exchanged fists with even my parents, but I have a policy of not fighting with my friends. That... Okay. That's, right. I'm the very model of chivalry. I don't think fighting your parents is, chivalrous, but okay. If you say so. That's amazing. I guess chivalrous people can punch their parents in a world that's inside his head. I guess. I see. That's a pretty rotten policy. You pretended to be depressed, but deep down you're the same Tono as always. Damn, I had nothing to worry about after all. Arahiko hits me a couple of times in the back. Wait, he's hitting you from the back? Wait, what? Arahiko, were you worried about me just then? Don't ask me trivial stuff like that, you dumbass. It's only good if I do it without you noticing. Arahiko hits my back some more. We've been friends for a long time, but I still can't get a hold on this guy's personality. Yeah, he's an enigma. So how's your new house? Pretty heavy and stressful by the looks of it. Can't really say. I had a bad dream last night, and the people at my house gave me the cold shoulder. Kohaku seemed pretty welcoming, and Hisui was... well... I see. Sounds rough. Arahiko nods with a difficult expression. Problem, Senpai? And Senpai is silent, staring at us while we have our trivial conversation. Senpai? Tono-kun, you really do get on well with Inui-kun. Are you serious, Senpai? You must need thicker glasses if that's what you think after seeing what just happened. Not at all, Tono-kun. You look really relaxed when you're with Inui-kun. You're really open and trust him a lot. Senpai smiles happily for some reason. Huh? Arahiko and I exchanged looks and tilt our heads. Okay. Oh, I'm so envious. I really admire how your friendship allows such understanding without you getting worried over each other. Senpai is impressed. Apparently. Really? Arahiko and I exchanged looks and raised our eyebrows. That's right. It's just that you two don't realize it. But maybe you'll end if you do. In that case, it'd be best if you two just remain as you are. Yes, truly a miraculous balance. Well, I guess you could say our relationship is a miraculous tightrope. I mean, yeah, Okay. Arahiko nods in agreement. I guess that's the point I guess that's one point we perfectly agree on. It's almost time. I'll be going now. Did you watch the news this morning, Tona-kun? No, the house I moved to doesn't have a television, so I can't watch the morning news. Is that so? Well, I'll just ask you straight out then. There was a big mansion on today's morning news. Is that where you live? Eh? This morning's news? Now that she mentions it, Isui said the police had come to talk. Yeah, that must be my house. I heard the police came this morning to ask us questions. Is that so? You mustn't be out playing late at night, Tona-kun. Senpai leaves quickly. I watch her silently. And... Tono! What? I'm not listening to any more of your trivial garbage. It's not trivial. It's becoming a big problem. You've become so familiar with Senpai that she even comes here to see you. Arihiko stares at me gravely. Well, I don't know anything about it. I've only started talking to her recently. Maybe she just came here on a whim today. And come to think of it, aren't you pretty familiar with her too? No way, man. It's taken me 7 days to get her to remember my name. Oh? That's unusual. Wasn't it your policy not to deal with girls you can't pick up in a day because they're too much trouble? I mean, that's for normal girls, but Senpai is different. Uh-huh, how so? I've kept it a secret all this time, but actually You like senior girls who look good with glasses on, don't you? Arihiko's face turns red. You knew all along, my dear friend. Yeah, I knew. We're friends after all. We get along when we've got the same interests. Oh? I see, I see. You can understand how good Senpai is too, can't you? Hey, wait! Hold up. Yeah, like I said, we've got similar interests, right? That's why we're into the same type of woman. Okay. Arihiko nods in agreement and heads back towards his own seat. I guess it was a short friendship, Tono. Okay. Yeah, exactly right. I wave Arihiko off. The teacher comes in at about the same time. Well. I can't tell how much of that was Shiki messing with him, or if he was being serious. Possibly both. The morning lessons are over. It's lunch break and Arihiko has gone on ahead to the cafeteria. Now, where should I have my lunch? See, this is a bit of a problem. I'm gonna have to start, like, saving over some stuff if I save at every choice. Because, yeah, there's only 20 save slots. So this could get, problematic. With that being said, though, I have no idea what I'm supposed to pick here to stay on the right path. So, I'm gonna look up a guide and hopefully I don't see something that will mess things up for me. Tsukihime 2000 guide. Well, this, yeah, I'm not gonna use that one. I don't know what I'm gonna Arcueid route guide. Don't look at anything. Don't look at anything. Okay, okay. Uh, in the classroom, okay. I decided to go buy some bread and eat it slowly in my classroom. There are still a few guys and that close group of girls in here as well. Huh? I just noticed. Yumizuka Satsuki, usually the most eye-catching of all the girls, is nowhere to be seen. She must be absent. I must be pretty absent-minded to take until lunchtime to realize one of my own classmates isn't even here. Was she murdered? Murdered? 5th period. Feeling sleepy at the classics lecture, my gaze drifts outside the window. And a crow is perched on the classroom veranda. Not the blue crow from last night, but just an ordinary black one. With its black eyes, the crow stares inside the classroom through the glass window. It's true that it's unusual for a bird to perch there, but it's not like it's some major event. Suddenly, it comes at me. My vision gradually goes white, as my sense of balance goes crazy. The lack of music here is disconcerting. My field of vision sways. It feels like something is building up in the back of my head, and my brain feels heavy. Crap. I know this feeling. It's the precursor to an anemia attack. The blood that's been building up inside the blood vessels in my brain forms black clots and slushes around inside my head, causing my vision to go black. If I had to describe it, I would say it feels like darkness is pushing from my brain outwards towards my eyes. This is bad. I don't usually collapse in the middle of class, but fumbling in a world of darkness, I blindly use my desk for support. Even that becomes useless. I can't put any strength into my fingers. All I can do now is fall towards the floor. Excuse me, sensei. And something hits me roughly on the back. Our bro! Tono's looking pretty bad, so I'd like to take him to the infirmary. Arihiko. At some point, Arihiko had come up to me. Are you really feeling bad, Tono? I can hear the teacher's voice from his lectern. No, I think I'll be fine. Man, he's totally out of it. Wouldn't it be better for him to leave early? Arihiko makes this outrageous proclamation loudly. I see. If you say so, Inoue, then there's no mistake about it. I've already heard about Tono's health from Kunafuji-sensei. Tono, if you're not well, you may go rest in the infirmary or leave early. Sheesh. Our bro's just looking out for you, man. I don't know what's with him. It seems the classics teacher has complete trust in what Arihiko says. Come on, you can go now. Your face is pale and all, but no one's going to know you're feeling bad until you tell them. You know. Arihiko hits me in the back grumpily. I'll be leaving early then, sensei. The classics teacher nods solemnly. Sorry about making you worry needlessly, Arihiko. Don't worry about it. We've been inseparables since middle school. I can tell when you're about to collapse from anemia. Arihiko heads back towards his own seat. Expressing my thanks with a look, I drag my leaden body out of class. I leave school. It would have been better to go lie down in the infirmary, but at this hour, it'd be after school by the time I woke up. That being the case, I decided I'd better go lie down back at the mansion, even if it means pushing myself. Phew. I think I'm feeling a little better. I breathe in the outside air and feel a little rejuvenated. Sheesh. I'm surprised at my own body. 8 years ago, the price of recovering from that near-fatal injury was becoming prone to sudden anemia. When I first left the hospital, it would happen at least once a day. Collapsing from dizziness became a daily routine for me. After some time, probably because my body had grown, the spontaneous dizziness and anemia became rarer. But from time to time, things still trigger dizzy fits, and I still lose consciousness. Today I was lucky that Arihiko caught me. Usually I wind up passed out on the floor. Taking a slow and deep breath, I draw fresh air into my lungs. I can feel the blood pooled around the center of my head begin to swirl around again, so I head away from the school. I veer onto the main street. Let's just hope we don't collapse on the way back to the mansion. Once you get through here and leave the residential district, it's a direct path to the Tono mansion. Crap. Looks like I haven't fully recovered yet. Putting my hand on my forehead, I realize it's harder than usual. I'm not going to do myself any good by pushing myself here until I collapse along the side of the road. I guess there's no helping it. Disgusted with myself, I lean on the guardrail. I'll rest for a bit until I manage to calm down. I don't have much to do, so I just stare idly around the street. It's just past noon on a weekday, but the street is filled with passersby. Crowds of walking people. Nameless people without personalities walk straight ahead, without even casting a glance at the people walking beside them. Even though there are so many people here together in this crowd, in this same space, they see only one thing. Everyone is their own main character, so they only live the day from that perspective. And so, without really interacting with anyone else, they each end the day by themselves. In a way, you could say it's a very lonely thing. Yeah, I begin to think melancholy thoughts, perhaps a result of my fever. Guess I'll go home now. I feel calmer, and all I'm doing here is wasting my time with pointless thoughts. Getting up from the guardrail, I resume heading home to the mansion so I can rest. That is, until I see her. Finally meeting the girl, the main, casually. All I did was casually cast my gaze into the crowd, but my vision freezes. Thump. Golden hair and red eyes. Her clothes are white as if they're a symbol of herself. Thump. My pulse races. My veins and arteries spring into action. My nerves split one after the other. My spinal cord goes berserk, as if it's about to leap out of my back. The girl walking in the crowd is just beautiful. The distant dizziness comes back to me. My consciousness swims, falling. I can't breathe. My fingertips tremble. The blood isn't reaching them. My whole body feels cold, like I'm freezing to death. Dump. My heart beats in a rush, urging me to hurry up. I can stand it no longer, and unintelligible words escape my mouth. I can't think. My brain tells me only one word. Thump. Just one word repeating in my brain. Her. That girl. I'm going to... What? I feel sick. That was supposed to be a wheezing noise, by the way, but didn't turn out quite right. Feel sick. I can't breathe. It hurts to breathe. For some reason, I can't remember how to breathe properly. My throat is burning. My eyes are about to burst. My palms are soaked. I feel so cold, but I'm drenched in sweat. I have to follow her. I have to follow that girl. Chase her. Chase after her and talk to her. My frozen feet begin to move. My breathing is ragged, like that of a beast. I chased after the girl in white. This is really fucking creepy from Shiki. The girl walks slowly. She doesn't realize I'm following. I think she probably realizes. If I were to wager a guess, I would say she probably does. If I run after her now, I can talk to her. Talk to her and ask her name. Ask her name? Who am I kidding? I know very well that's not what I want to do. Shiki? I know, but I don't know. It looks like I want to do something else. But I can't precisely put what I want to do in words. The inside of my head is misted over, like a rain cloud. My throat is hot. I can't breathe. But so what? It's only natural, right? I've just seen that great woman. It would be impolite not to get excited, wouldn't it? Shiki is sounding a lot like Mineta right now from My Hero. It's okay. Stop her and ask her name? Ha! Give me a break. I'm not a kid after all. No. Asking her name would probably be better than whatever you're thinking. I don't fully understand it, but there's only one thing I must do. Excuse me? I walk with my hands in my pocket. My fingers. Pardon? My fingers feel steel. How fortunate. What is? The tools are all here. She walks. What is what? I'll leave plenty of room between us, so she won't notice. So the other people around us won't suspect. She and I are complete strangers. That's why I have to do my best to make following her look natural. She walks into an apartment building. I don't go in yet, but instead watch from outside. She takes the elevator up. The elevator stops at the 6th floor. I check the common mailbox on the 1st floor. There are 5 mailboxes for the 6th floor. I touch one of them and feel a sharp sensation. I smell it. Uh, okay. There's no mistake. Her room is the third one on the 6th floor. I enter the elevator and press 6. I'm excited. I grip the knife in my pocket tightly while in the small elevator. She's very close by. Just a little... Excuse me? Um... I ain't reading that. I get off the elevator. The 6th floor corridor is empty. This is good. Quickly, quickly. Um... Do I need to censor anything? I arrive in front of room 3. Okay, hang on. Before I move forward, like, I feel like someone would have told me prior if there was something bad, but just in case, I'm gonna bring up an image that I can use to cover if need be. Okay. I'm about to press the doorbell when I stop. These glasses are in my way. I can't do what I've come to do with them on. It's a promise, Shiki. You should never cut those lines thoughtlessly. Long ago, a woman once told me such a thing. But right now, neither her name nor her face comes to mind. Slowly, I remove my glasses. I can see the black lines. And not just them. Did something happen to my eyes? Apart from those abominable lines, I can see points like black holes. Countless numbers of them. I don't know myself what I'm trying to do. Why I'm trying to do that. Why I'm trying to do this. What does Shiki want to do with that girl? I don't know. Still not knowing, I push the doorbell. Yes? Yes? I hear the voice behind the door, and the door opens a crack. In that instant, I slip through it. I don't like where this is going. Eh? The girl says. No, she tries to say. She'll never get to finish what she tried to say. Because I cut her apart before she could. In that instant, I slip through the door. Not taking even a second, I draw the knife across the lines running throughout the girl's body. Stabbing. Slashing. Piercing. Driving. Splitting into pieces. Completely and utterly, I kill her. The black lines that divide her into 17 pieces. Through the neck, back of the head, from the right eye to the lips, upper right arm, lower right arm, right ring finger, left elbow, left thumb, left middle finger, left breast, from the rib to the heart, from the stomach to the abdomen, 2 places, left groin, left thigh, left leg, left toe, all of them. As I passed by her, not even taking a second. Truly in an instant, entirely. I dismantle her into 17 pieces of meat. Eh? I can hear an incredibly dumb-sounding voice. It doesn't feel like the voice is coming from my own throat. Dizziness. The minced pieces of the girl lie before my eyes. The red blood's all over the wooden floor, like an overturned bucket of water. There's the choking scent of blood. The cuts are very clean, so her insides don't spill out. Only the color of red goes across the ground. Strange. There's nothing in the room. Nothing but the girl's scattered limbs and me standing there dumbfounded. What? A sea of red blood is spreading over the floor. In my hands, I grip my knife, the murder weapon. She's dead. Of course she is. She wouldn't be human if she was alive. There's nothing to ask. I just did it with my own hands. My own hands, I cleanly and instantly. I cut apart this girl I don't even know. I killed her? Yes, there's no mistaking it. Or am I mistaken? There's no reason for me to do such a thing. That's why it's a mistake. It has to be a mistake. But I had no reason from the start. That's why it's a mistake. It has to be a mistake. The red blood flows all over the floor. Slowly, the dark red stains creep around my feet. Ah! Surprised, I lift my shoe, but I'm too late. Like coal tar, her blood makes a thread connecting the pool on the floor on my foot. It's red blood, the color I hate, is still flowing even now. All because I cut her apart. It wasn't me. Yes. It has to be a mistake. A mistake. A mistake. Probably a mistake. Definitely a mistake. This is... This is just a bad dream. This is just a bad dream. But somehow, the stench of blood smells so horribly real. Wrong. Yes. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. But I killed her. Is that fact wrong? I didn't kill her. Is that fact wrong? Yes, I, Tono Shiki, wanted to kill that girl. That's what I wanted to do back then. Just that it was all so muddy inside my head. I didn't put it into words. I feel like throwing up from the smell of blood. The contents of my stomach rise in my throat. The crimson is soaking into my eyeballs. I feel dizzy. I fall down on my knees and into the red sea of blood. My gastric juices come up. I throw everything back up. My food, my gastric juices, everything while I cry. There's nothing left in my stomach, but my body continues to force me to throw up, as if trying to undo what had occurred and return me to a normal life. Pain. It hurts, like my insides are burning. The tears won't stop, and my body collapses to the floor like a pile of garbage. My knees sink to the ground. My knees sink into the red puddle spread all over the floor. Red starts to stain my body. It's so painful and red. It's like I'm dreaming. I keep crying. The fact that I killed someone is making me sad. No, that's not right. I'm sad because I killed her without reason. Like breaking apart a doll. I don't understand why I feel like this. Why I killed her without reason. I can't find the reason. It's a lie. It doesn't feel real. So this is just one of those dreams I have when I faint. It's a lie. Besides, how can someone cut apart someone like that with just a knife? I read it in a book once. It takes a whole day of strenuous labor to cut someone up, even when using a saw. That's why there's no way I could have possibly done such a thing with just a knife. These lines never existed in the first place. Everything was just a delusion I had fallen for. It's a lie. Gastric juice drips over my lips. Passing out of my mouth, dripping down my jaw. Mixed with the juices is something red. My throat is probably bleeding because my stomach keeps trying to throw up even when there's nothing left in there. It hurts. That's why this isn't a dream, and I'm just lying to myself. It's all lies. Yes, actually, I understand everything. I lusted after her. Just looking at her. Okay. When I cut her apart, it was so thrilling I almost arrived, I guess. This is what I'll use. So this is what I'll use. These eyes too. If I knew these lines could cut things apart like paper being shredded, I should have understood that even a person could easily be cut apart like I just did to her. I had lived a normal life without even thinking about something like that. If I really am sort of the sort of dangerous person who could easily kill just about anything, then I should have put out these eyes or lived a life without seeing anyone. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'm so sorry. Not even such a simple promise was I able to keep. Have I gone insane? I don't know. There isn't even a trace of that impulse left. The thought of holding back never crossed my mind. I didn't even consider trying to stop myself. Kill this girl. It just seemed like the obvious thing to do, and I went through with it. Then the answer is simple. I must be insane. I've probably been mad since 8 years ago. I didn't get to finish reading that. From 8 years ago, since 8 years ago, when I miraculously came back to life from a fatal accident. I can hear the sound of rain coming from somewhere. It's raining. I'm in a daze. My throat hurts when I try to breathe. Ouch. I can speak. Shiki-sama. Then I become aware of someone's presence near me. My room. Somehow I'm in my own room. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Isui? Yes? How are you feeling? Huh? Isui asks me an odd question. There's not a single thing wrong with my body, but... Why? Yes, why? Why am I asleep in a place like this? Even though I was about to say killed someone, but I stopped myself. My brain tells me I shouldn't say those words. What am I doing here, Hisui? Do you not remember? Your school called to say you left early. However, you did not come back even after dusk. So when my sister went to look for you, she found you resting in the park. Park? You mean the park near here? Yes, when she found you, you were resting on the park bench. Then you returned to the mansion on your own feet. You've got to be kidding. I don't remember any of that. I do not believe it is such an odd thing that your memory is unstable, Shiki-sama. It is difficult for me to say this, but when my sister brought you back, you were in a daze. I don't remember any of this. But I have no reason to doubt what Hisui says. Yeah, it's already 9 o'clock. I don't remember anything. Yes. When you returned to the mansion, you said you wanted to sleep. My sister suggested we call a doctor, but you said it happens all the time. I see. I guess I do collapse from anemia all the time, but this time it's different. Because I had killed someone. Huh? What did I look like, Hisui? Huh? My clothing, I mean. Was my uniform, with the blood? It was stained with blood. Your uniform was dirty, so I am washing it. Washing? You mean those blood-stained clothes? Okay, what the hell is going on? There was certainly mud on it, but nothing like blood. Eh? But it was so... Even though I was on my knees in a sea of blood and both my arms and legs have been completely soaked red? Have you had a nightmare of some sort, Shiki-sama? You look like you were having a bad dream until now, and you do not look fine. Isui stares at my face. A dream? A dream? Was it a dream? That feeling. That smell of blood. That hideously beautiful white girl. No, maybe you're right. That's just a bad dream. Phew. I breathe out slowly. That's right. That's got to be a bad dream. There's no way I would break my childhood promise to Sensei needlessly and for no reason. Ah, I'm finally awake. Yes. If you are feeling better, I will go prepare dinner now. Dinner, huh? I know it's just a dream, but the color and smell of blood still lingers in my mind. No, it's fine. I'm going to sleep like this tonight. More importantly, Hisui. Yes, what is it, Shiki-sama? Well... It seems like I came back after dusk. Did Akiha say anything? Akiha-sama was not home yet at the time. She came back about 2 hours ago and was informed of your condition through my sister. Hisui seems to silently ask, what about it? Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if she was disgusted with me for causing her trouble and just the second day after I've come back. It did seem like Akiha-sama was distressed, but I would not say she was disgusted. Saying that, Hisui takes a step away from me. Well, I will be leaving now. Please call for me if you need anything. Yeah, thanks. Oh, one more thing I forgot to ask. Yes? What is it, Shiki-sama? It's raining outside. When did it start? Before you came back, Shiki-sama. When my sister found you, you were drenched. I see. Can't even remember that. It seems like it was a pretty serious case of anemia. If that's the case, I shouldn't have pushed myself and should have just rested at school. Good night. I'm really sorry about today. Please express my gratitude to Kawaku-san too. I understand. Good night. A dream, huh? It's like I don't even know what I felt. But if I can't understand what happened or how I feel about it, how do I know it was a dream? I can hear the sound of the rain outside. My mind still feels a little heavy. I glance down at my chest. The old wound from 8 years ago is still distinctly there. Like a burn scar. Ah. On top of my desk lies the knife my father left me. That old blade which had cut that white girl into 17 pieces. That was a dream. Nothing more. I repeat this over and over again, trying to placate myself until I sleep. I don't know if it was a dream. But when I was a child, I think someone once told me, don't tell lies that can't even fool yourself. Yeah,